Saints Row is pretty neat. I seriously wish I did not sleep on this series for such a long time. I recently decided I had enough of only playing Rockstar games, Fortnite, and COD games, and decided to try out Saints Row. Okay, that's kind of a lie. I decided to try out Saints Row because there's a quick stop reference in the new game. But still, I decided I was ready to break into the world of Saints Row. I kinda avoided it for so long because I figured it was just a way inferior GTA clone. And as the Rockstar Games enjoyer I was, I figured, why bother? Well, I was wrong. I mean, it is very similar to GTA, but it also has a lot of its own flair and personality. Today I'm going to be highlighting some of the things I find really neat about this game that make it stand on its own 2 feet. But first, let's look at the similarities. So basically, the core gameplay is very similar to GTA. You have a large open world you can explore freely and commit crimes in. You've got all the staples of the GTA gameplay but with different names, such as a place to go to lose your wanted level, stores to buy clothes or weapons, and restaurants. If you've played pretty much any GTA game, you know about how to get by in this game. Even in the world building, you have the radio functioning pretty much the same as GTA, and all the satire of the GTA series is present in this game. Now that we've gone over the similarities, let's explore what makes this game stand on its own 2 feet. This game reminds me a lot of the games in the GTA trilogy in that it's very arcadey, but I feel this game might have more to do than those games. This game has 17 activities to play through, and I'm assuming you can play through them at any point in time. These essentially function as mini-games of sorts, or mini-missions. Some of these can be completed at any point in your open-world gameplay, such as Hitman, while the majority are just missions. My favorite of these being drug trafficking, in which you drive around with several different dealers and protect them as they go to drop, and Escort, in which you drive around a limo with a prostitute in them and must keep the media from getting too much footage of her, doing the do with her client. But there are many other activities such as racing, which, is racing, demolition derby, and mayhem, which is essentially just rampages, or insurance fraud, which you just throw yourself into traffic, which is pretty fun actually, just ragdolling all over the place. And those are all there for players to engage with at any point in time. Completion of each level of these will reward players with respect, which must be earned to continue in the main story. I like this as it gives players more of an incentive to engage with these activities, and makes the admittedly kinda short story take a longer amount of time to complete due to the fact that you have to keeping your respect bar up by doing these little missions. Now, speaking of the story, let's speak to how Saints Row goes about telling its story differently than GTA. In GTA, most of the time there's just a linear story in which you play through beginning to end, and that's it. There might be some little choices and whatnot, but that's really it. But in Saints Row, there are several different storylines, each storyline focusing on taking on a particular rival gang. You can either do all of a specific gang story at once, which is how I'm personally going about it, or you can work on multiple at a time. It's all up to you. Another huge difference between this series and GTA is even in all of its satire and comedic moments, I feel GTA in general takes its storytelling more seriously and tries to tell a story of as much substance as they can. Whereas with this game, I don't really get those sort of vibes. I feel like it's just telling a simple story that doesn't take itself too seriously. I could go on and on about this game, but I feel like I'll save it for later maybe. I can't believe I slept on this game for so long. Something I wonder is if this game was super popular amongst the GTA crowd back in the day. After all, this came out in 2006 and was on the, at the time, new generation of consoles before there was even a GTA on that generation. I don't know, man. All I know is this game has made a fan out of me. And if you're a fellow GTA fan who never give this series a shot, give it a go. It'll be worth it.